Who wants to go
I
next?
think we were muted, John.
Oh.
Again.
Again. It seems to be a problem ever so often with
It does.
Twitch.
It was my. Oh no, that was me this time.
That was
it
you
was
this time?
quite blatantly me. Welcome to our show. He gave a warning about child labor camps. If that makes you uncomfortable.
I'll start over.
Could you hear us before? Chat. Let us know. Could you hear us before?
They said you're good.
Oh. They said that they could hear us?
Maybe.
Either that or they're all
said now
adept
yes.
lip reader.
Well, we'll start over. It's all good.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, folks, welcome to Growing Shadows, our Ninja Crusade 2nd edition actual play by Third Eye Games. Tonight's game comes with a standard warning that the games involve concepts of war, possible death, peril, as well as harm to children, in the vein, though, of Stranger Things, Goonies, or Naruto. So, it's something that we see all the time, but at the same time, if you are extremely sensitive to these topics being role-played out, this show might not be for you. But that said, also parts of tonight's games are going to involve scenes that have to do with fictional depictions of labor camps. If I were to use examples, I'd say think of, if you want to look up Hashima Island or our own U.S. justice system with some of the things that are happening. So I'm going to say games can be political and learning experiences. I'm going to put it out there. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and go around and say intros for really quick. So my name is John, and I'm going to be your GM for tonight. And who else would like to go ahead and get a introduction? My name is John, and I'm going to be...
Sorry, y'all.
Whoop. I could hear myself.
Wait, why are we apologizing?
I didn't have my Chrome turned off, and the stream accidentally started on my computer. So. But yeah, so who wants to go first?
I'll go. I'm Justine, and I play Ranto Honda.
Hello.
Hi, Justine.
Hi.
So
Good
next
to be
up,
here.
let's go down the line in order, at least the line I see. So, Toan.
Hi, my name is Toan, and I will be playing Huwaito guy. And I am the resident nerd and non-combatant in the group.
One of the non-combatants.
I was going to say, I'm pretty non-combative.
No, fair enough.
But yeah.
But please introduce yourself.
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, if you didn't know already, I'm Roxanne Thompson, and I play Fujishita Kyou. And I am the merchant non-combatant of the group. Of the wardens... Or wait, no, what am I? I am Wardens of Equilibrium.
Yes, you are.
I am a Warden of Equilibrium.
All right, so next up, how about you, Mr. Steven?
All right, I'm Stephen Papin. I play Chet, and I'm the protagonist. If everyone's
the main character.
If everyone's
I'm
just
number
stating their
one.
jobs.
Hey,
I
what
just
I
gave
do.
my name.
you want to be careful
You're
what
the
you wish
dog
for.
owner.
I am the dog owner.
Yeah, you're the menagerie.
And of course, we also have...
Hi, I'm Sammy. I play Takumi Izunagi, and I'm apparently the comic relief.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Someone has to take the fall.
Someone has
He's
to
the
do it.
artist.
So with that said, I think we'll go ahead and roll credits, and we'll go ahead and when we come back, we'll do a
credits.
recap for everyone.
Alrighty.
And we're done.
Yep. Roll credits.
Roll
We're
credits.
over.
Quick
Bye.
game.
Let's see. Sorry, getting it.
Ready for this? Jumping that beat, little time for slowing. Just like these devils, let's start growing. I'm raising the keys and now I'm glowing. And look at the time, you got hand, you can time. Toys from the past, the brains ain't out. And I feel always trying to, gonna see it through. Throwing out things to the village of then Ketsu. Then Ketsu.
All right, well, welcome
Cut
back,
it off a little
everyone.
short
That's all right. Everybody knows the song by now. So,
there. You better.
when last we left our intrepid group of ninjas. Oh, but before I get there,
We have Karma.
we have all sorts of things to talk about really quick.
Karma.
So we have karma to go out to all the players. So you start off with your standard key pool, but I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that based on the number of subscribers tonight, you also are going to get 2 extra key and 2 rerolls.
2 extra key and 2 rerolls.
Yes, for
Okay,
every
'cause our subscribers.
for every 5 subscribers that we have to this channel, I give an extra key and an extra reroll to all my players.
David asked in the chat, what can we give them with our points tonight? So
There we go. Yeah,
tonight,
absolutely.
I'll go over very quickly. I'm going to take over here, John, because this is my spiel.
Please do.
You can now give Cthulhu's, which we could do a month ago when we were last here, but now we have them named, and so it's a little bit more established. You can do a general reroll to any player, spending 500 points. The tier is called That Was Cocked, so that grants 1 reroll. And I'm going to say any or all dice, or do you want it to be all dice?
Because how the system works, I will go all dice.
All dice, so it's a full pool reroll. We also have we have 2 Growing Shadows tiers. One of them is Growing Shadows Karma. Add a Karma die to the player's pool, so that is just for all of us to pull from when we need it. Again, that is only 500 points. For 1 point more at 551 points, for 51 more points, you can add a point of Karma to the GM's pool. And yes, I made it more expensive because I'm the one who runs the Twitch channel. So I get to decide the point values. But yeah, so if you want to give John an additional GM karma, you can spend that extra 551 there and give him one of those, and that will grant him any of the benefits that we also enjoy with our karma pool.
A Gurma.
So if you are watching the show from a computer and using the Twitch browser version, I don't believe you can do this on the mobile version, but I am going to throw this out. There is a community Cthulhu reward and challenge posted for the Halloween special custom NPC. There's 14 days left. We've only raised 15% of 50,000 points. We haven't streamed a lot either. That's part of it. But if we can reach that goal by, I believe it's October 29th, is what Matt said, we can. He will let the chat influence and customize an NPC for the grand finale of the Halloween special that will be airing on October 31st from noon to 3, I believe, Central. So if you're interested in partaking of that or seeing something special happen that you could have a part in, please donate points to that. You can donate, I believe, 2,000 Cthulhu's per day to it. Or per stream, maybe.
Indeed. Now, on top of that, I do want to point out that we did hit our 100 followers on this channel.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss one of the things that I was going to do for the game into this. And so to celebrate 100 followers for the Twitch channel, I am going to go ahead and we will select one person at random from Twitch followers to create a NPC that will be joining us in this game at some point in the future.
Oh.
And so, yeah, we will select at random. Do we want to select from our chat pool tonight to be nice to them, or do we want to select from the overall followers?
I would do chat pool tonight because these are going to be the people that normally watch the show.
Yeah. So chat pool tonight. If you are in here at all, you don't have to stay the whole night. But if you are in here tonight, we will let you know. We'll reach out to you through message with Twitch to contact me, and we will get you a NPC that will be influencing the game. But that said, we've got our rerolls, we got everything else. We have 5 players tonight, so we do have 5 overall karma that is in the pool. If y'all want, who's want to track that, or do y'all want me to track that?
I can track it. How many do we have?
Yeah, 5 karma.
5 karma. So karma tonight will be the white chips.
There we go.
Alrighty.
That said, let's go ahead
we don't get extra karma for. We get personal karma.
You get
for
the key.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Because karma can rapidly change a lot quicker than key can.
Yep. Okay, cool.
All right. So that said, when we last left our intrepid group of ninjas, you were in the city that translated means the Firefly's Path. All of you had traveled there for a winter solstice festival that takes place over a couple of days. And you had all been there after completing your training to join your individual clans. Those of you who wish to know more about that, you can go to our YouTube channel, and we do have a video where all the clans are selected and all the players go through their training. This is taking place, our last game took place, I think almost, 7-8 months after the first one? Or after,
Yeah, it was
we
a
went
good
away?
bit of time, yeah.
Which, of course, coincided with us taking a break from being a live table to going to virtual, which seems like it's going to be the way it is for a while. But our characters were at the festival, and Chet, your father had an item stolen from him by a would-be thief that ran out the window, and you pursued. As you were pursuing them, you ran into the various members of your troop after having not seen them for all those months, and you all ended up at Kyou's stall. The entire group got back together, and I believe it was Guy. You realized that it was your teacher, or one of your teachers, Ayami, who had brought you all together and left a clue as to where to find them.
Mm-hmm.
So you went down to the nearby river and met with your previous teachers, Akakage and Ayami, who informed you that your team has been selected for a mission of the utmost importance. You will be traveling across the empire to go and investigate
Igarashi Juro.
Igarashi Juro initially, and then you will also be traveling to investigate a lone swordsman at Arashi Port.
Nakakaba Shuji?
Mm-hmm. And so that is where we left off last game. And so we're going to go ahead and get started really quick. Before I do, I'll, of course, ask if any of my players have any questions. Is there anything I forgot to mention before we get started?
What is the name of the city again? You said you learned how to pronounce it, that Igarashi Juro is in.
Igarashi Juro is in, he's in the district, the province Bridge to Battle, and it's Hei Minmu. So Hei Minmu.
Bridge to Battle.
Yep.
Hei Minmu.
All right.
And the other one's just at an old coastal port?
Yes, it's called Arashi Port, which is aptly on the Arashi Sea.
Okay, cool.
Used to be the major port for a sea that is considered by most to be much too treacherous to try and cross. So, that said, we'll go ahead and get started here. So, in the cool evening, several of the shops begin closing up, and the city of Firefly's Path once again swells with crowds. The sounds of laughter and music fills the air, mixing with the smells of delectable street foods of every variety, from sweet to spicy to savory. Anywhere there is open space seems reserved for musicians, theater troupes, puppeteers, and other performances. And even though you're not necessarily children anymore, some of these distractions catch your eye, and you can't help forget that tomorrow you begin your next journey. The night's festivities culminate in the townsfolk walking out to the river outside of town to watch the fireworks. And everyone is there. Chet, you are up on a dais with your family, the other nobles, and foreign dignitaries, including the provincial governor, who is escorted by a squad of golden lions. Kyou, Ranto, Takumi, and Guy, your eyes are drawn to the fireworks and also to the stage, where you see Chet up there. You wanted to be the star, you're getting a moment here. But seeing Chet up there, you're reminded pretty much how much, he kind of stuck out in class sometimes, the way he trained, and, at the same time, he was the first always to stand up for the group. And now that you're looking up there, he looks uncomfortable as heck. I'm guessing, Chet, what do you think? How do you think you look up there right now?
Oh, yeah. Probably like he doesn't fit.
Like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like he's holding in a fart.
Yeah.
So
When have you ever known him to hold in a fart, Ranto?
But he
During
looks like he's
important
holding it in right now.
moments.
Oh, I see.
So seeing this moment, I really want to ask all the other players, what are you thinking, or what do you feel?
Feel like he's really uncomfortable and it's causing him to make kind of a funny face, like he's holding in a fart. Also, I'm glad I'm not up there.
I'm kind of hoping that if he is holding in a fart, that he lets out a loud one.
What about you, Guy or Takumi? Sorry, Guy or Kyou?
What was the question? How do I feel about this?
Yeah, just this situation, the fireworks going off, seeing Chet having to stand up there with people who
Well-
might actually be your enemies.
Better him than me, for sure. And fireworks are pretty cool. Wonder how much. I wonder how I can get into that trade and start selling those. I wonder if I can.
Gunpowder.
I wonder if I make them.
Listen,
Ye-
listen. If you want to start doing like a fireworks business, Guy's your guy.
Oh, sweet.
And then
I
it's
hope
not,
that is not your catchphrase.
and then it's not that big a leap to get into arms dealing.
And then drug dealing. And
You
then
could you could become Nicolas Cage.
This is going places.
we could be the mob.
New development plan.
Yeah.
Let's all become villains, like right now.
Yeah.
Let's develop the pyramid scheme.
Oh no.
You start off with the black cats, and then you move into the sparklers.
See, I feel like it would go backwards from there.
True. But, you kind of want to separate out the people who blow off their fingers first. So, but anyway. So, as the festivities come to a close and everyone drowsily and contently full from the day's feast returns to their homes, hotels, and tents, the next morning is going to be busy for everyone, and even more so for you.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Just gonna throw this out here that I had to approve King Nerdlord's message because he used Guy's name, and apparently Automod thought that was a alternate spelling of gay, and was bullying.
Oh, dear
So I had to
God.
add a permitted term of guy.
Fun times.
So,
Oh, Lordy.
so and just a question for my sanity: can you change the soundtrack? It is very repetitive and driving my little brain.
Well, the good
silly.
news is it's over.
Good, because it kept going. No, I can still hear the noise.
Oh, that one.
That is terrible. I hate that noise so bad.
I can't hear it.
It's like a, well, it might just be my headphones. But yeah, there's this, it sounds like somebody's on like a really squeaky playground swing, and it's just,
Yeah, no, that was like the only sound that I was hearing. It
yeah,
would
I
come
finally
through
just
every once
turned
in
it
a while.
off because I was like, no, I can't do that. And then the music is super repetitive too, but sorry.
Oh, I thought
sorry.
it was the music. But hey.
Both of it was very repetitive. That one has
She's
a,
rather particular.
it's got, I am. It was making it hard to focus. Sorry. Please let us move on.
So today's game, we're starting off with travel. So hopefully my players kind of remember how travel is done, but
Montage.
yeah, we're starting. I kind of really enjoy this, and I know people who have taken this travel rules and applied it to D&D because it makes travel from kind of a slog fest and turns it into a montage.
It's fun. It's lots of fun.
And it's so our first one. Essentially, what's going to happen is each one of my players is going to take a portion of the journey to make a test and decide how things go. So that said, let's see if I can pull up something really quick there. There we go. You are starting off in this city of Firefly's Path instead of the village that you're used to, Danketsu. So this time you are hitting the road, and this means planning and preparation, getting everyone together, and getting your supplies. Now, that said, the festival is wrapping up on its final day. There are still tons of people out here uh, that are going to be kind of in your way a bit.
Go figure.
And so this is actually going to be a standard difficulty test of 2. Who would like to take the test?
What-
While we're still
Ooh.
in town and just trying to get through the crazy crowd of everybody like closing up shop.
Just 1 second, Jill. Just 1 second. I think I changed something and that woo was loud.
Ooh.
There we go. There we go. Say again, Sam. I heard what you said. So, but speak again, Sam. Let me see if I've got this audio.
So the test is basically us in town trying to dodge and weave through them closing up the festival and whatnot.
Well, it can be. Oftentimes, what the game recommends is doing a knowledge and persuade to know what you need to get and gather it all together. But you can pretty much use any test that you can imagine. This is about. I've set a difficulty of 2. One of the players here, one of the characters, needs to take this test and figure out how they're going to get everyone together and get everyone out of town.
I think as our local merchant, Kyou might be best suited.
Kyou would love to do this. Give me a second. I don't have a character sheet. You're actually a little bit easier to get to my character
Oh.
sheet.
Roxy.
Oh my goodness!
I grabbed my notebook. I didn't
There we
grab
go.
my character
Sorry,
sheet.
guys.
Guys, so many of my games now, I'm in like a VTT, so I don't use. I don't know what to do. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. There's a white notebook. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. I guess I was in a better position, but you're already up. Let me see if it's. Please be in here. Okay, yeah, you are. Got it.
What was that?
Oh no.
What
you
happened?
Okay? You okay, Sam? You okay?
I don't know. Like everything just flickered off, and so the sound of everybody rejoining the call all at once came on.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
That was abrasive.
Don't know what happened. I'm sorry. We're all fine. You're the one who went away.
Yeah.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Yeah. Let me. Is the audio better now, chat? Yeah, they were like, loud. So, and that's what John and I were both going, loud. Okay, so what am I rolling? Tell me again.
Well,
Do I get to pick what I'm rolling?
you can put together a test if it
so-
sounds like a good way to,
To get out of town
yeah.
safely and
So,
speedily?
if I may interrupt real quick,
Yeah.
I would like to propose something that may help the group as a whole.
Mhm.
But it would require me to go first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do it.
I would pull out my shamisen and start playing it with a familiar tune as a rallying point for the other 4 to kind of congregate around.
Are you Pied Pipering us?
Maybe.
It would probably work to gather everyone, and I would even say the crowd would probably thin out.
Mhm.
Based on how good or bad your playing is.
Well, so the difficulty is going to be a 2. I would definitely say perform. Is that?
Mhm.
And then what are you thinking for your other one? Persuade or what?
Let's see. Persuade would work. I was hoping for maybe knowledge, but I think persuade is more thematically appropriate.
Okay. Let's go
Yep.
for it. And for coming up with a really good explanation, as always, and helping with the story, I'm going to say add an extra dice to your roll.
Woo! All right then. Well, 6s don't count, so I only got 1 success out of 7 dice.
Would you like to do a reroll?
Yeah. So what was it about rerolls? That is using a karma point.
No, you have. He gave us each 2 rerolls,
Okay.
right?
Yes, 2
Got
free
it.
rerolls.
So just keep track
In
of
that case, I'm gonna use one of them right now because that was sad.
Fantastic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes instead.
Nice.
Ah, ah, ah.
All right. So you're planning a preparation as well as your performance. You're almost able to lead out the group in kind of a parade, exiting the village, people moving out of your way. And that is going to be a success. As a result of your success for this portion of the journey called the village, I'm going to go ahead and say that you can choose one player. At some point during this journey, you can offer one extra dice to that player based on your
Sure.
success. Okay?
He's our bard.
Sounds good. Real quick,
Mhm.
my temperament trigger would have worked in this instance, but would I have to have chosen to initiate that before I did the roll, and I can't do it after the fact?
For your temperament trigger, what would it have done?
Add
So
some
my
karma.
temperament trigger is gain 1 karma if I continue retrying a test until I get a style boost, which I believe this counts as a style boost, right?
But you
Yeah.
didn't really retry it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you.
So,
Yeah.
it's all
You would
right.
have just had to re-roll again. Or
Yeah.
roll
Sure.
again and not as a re-roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but you do get
No worries.
you get a dice to give to one of the players on a future test.
Mm-hmm.
So that said, we're going to go ahead and continue with our players moving along. You are now trudging north across the countryside, moving through the prairies. On your way north, and let me grab my book really quick. It's right here in front of me. You are moving towards a port town. So let me find that really quick. All right. And it's a port town that you are familiar with. It's Sensuman.
Oh. Yeah, that's where we were. That's where we were when we did our other thing, I think. Do you guys remember the thing with the people and we had to follow them and we had flashbacks?
Yeah.
There
Mhm.
was
And
there
Guy
was all
was
that
looking at salt. Yeah.
All right. So, as you are moving across the countryside, this is going to be a lengthy trudge, and you're going to start kind of exhausting yourselves a bit, we'll say.
Well, that's not fun. I don't want to do that.
So, who wants to go ahead and take this next test? And what are they going to do to keep everybody's spirits up and moving along? Or act as a leader? Of course, I've explained to you the situation. How are y'all going to address it?
Because we're tired?
It's a long trek, and it's a
Hey.
boring trek.
I would like to try to lead and inspire the group
Oh.
going forward using my fighting spirit.
Okay.
Can I use
You just
fighting
scream
and
at us a lot.
perform?
Oh, I have a fighting
I-
spirit.
It's not screaming because I'm not angry. It's shouting because I'm trying to encourage.
Sure. Okay.
Huh. Let's see. I'm going to say, I'm actually going to say more than anything, maybe perform is definitely going to be one of them. And which one did you want to go with? Fighting?
Because it's my fighting spirit keeping everyone moving forward.
Yeah, let's go for that.
All right. So that is going to be 8. Do I know the number I need to meet or beat? Or do I
You
just roll
are
and tell
at.
ya?
It's 2. Sorry about that. I thought it said at the beginning.
You did. I just didn't know if it changed. If it got harder as we went along.
No.
All right. It's 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s.
Yep.
I got 4.
Nice. All right. As you are traveling along and keeping everyone's spirits up, you manage to really everybody. Maybe it's out of to some extent, just having the positive reinforcement, or just moving along to keep Chet happy? I mean, how are y'all responding to this?
Come on, guys. Are you going to really let something like a limit hold you back?
He's
Oh,
doing
you're
it
going to Shia LaBeouf.
again.
That's kind of what a limit's there for, but okay.
Well, then you need to surpass your limits here and now.
I start walking faster so I can get ahead of Chet
All
and get
right.
away from his shouting.
Yeah,
I'll walk faster to make him quiet.
He keeps following us.
That's the spirit.
It's a spirit.
I just wait. Yeah, I just wait for y'all to like distract him long enough that I just keep walking.
Okay. That said,
I'm used to. Chet and I have known each other for a long time. His yelling doesn't affect me.
as you're traveling along, I want to say that Takumi, pushing aside the grass and everything else, as you're walking, you find a small traveler's shrine. And, it's kind of, the reeds and everything else had grown up around it, and people hadn't been paying much attention, obviously, or coming through this area. You clear it, say a small prayer, maybe make an offering. And as a result, finding this location, the team will get a +2 bonus on the next test. That said, however, we are now moving into the forge.
Das Forge.
Now,
I'm really good.
So how many? So we've done the village and the prairie, and now we're in the forge, or did we do another
Yes.
one?
so
Oh,
you went
God.
from the river.
Thought that was a laugh track for a second.
No,
Whew. We got surrounded by peeps.
you start at the village. You go to the river. Now you are at the forge.
Oh, okay.
And the forge is a place of danger. This is going to be a very hard test. It is going to be a 4. The problem here is that as you enter into Sensuman, there is a huge influx of soldiers. More so than last time you came through. Imperial patrols and garrisons seem to dot the entire area, let alone just the town guards that are usually here. So it appears that this is more likely the main port that soldiers are arriving at in order to go to the district where the war is taking place with the serpents.
Okay.
And
This is where they're arriving or leaving.
This is where they are arriving. Ships are coming across the Gulf, and they are marching inland along the coast. So a lot more danger, a lot more people, especially if you're trying to sneak out of town on a boat.
Okay.
And that's going to be the big question: is there is no land route right now to where you're trying to go. Right now, the area that you would be traveling to is cut off. You are trying to get up to Heimanmu, and the district that is, I believe that is, trying to remember, it is the specific province of the, Triumph province, I believe, which is the province of the Serpent clans. It's where the Serpent War is currently taking place.
Okay.
So you have to find a way across this gulf in the ocean.
Okay. I
You can all swim.
Yeah. So
I actually have a my forge gift could help us here.
what's your
Yeah,
forge
yeah.
gift?
I do. I'm a supplier dealer, or my parents were during the other war, and so I have a +1 to persuade to convince someone to let us into a restricted area.
Okay.
And I can get a +1 karma when making a deal that goes sideways and causes trouble. So, I mean,
Win-win.
yeah.
And so I would say persuade.
Okay.
That would be a good.
Yeah, it has to be persuade. So
Yeah.
it's a plus. I get a +1 to persuade. So I have my persuade roll. We already used our
And-
extra one that guy?
Nobody. Guy gets to choose who that one goes to.
Okay.
You have a
Yeah, I would say that this is an important one to to spend that on. And I believe we haven't used our +2 from the shrine yet. So
Yeah, so you have a +2 that applies to this one as well.
Oh, sweet. So is that
Yeah,
a plus
and
2 to
the
my results or a plus 2 die?
+2 die.
Yeah, it's +2 already. So we may want to save Toan's if your die pool is high enough.
well, let's find out what Roxanne's
Yeah,
die
so
pool is
my-
before.
Persuade by itself is going to be 4 because I get a +1 if I use my Forge gift.
Okay.
And then if we do the +2 from the shrine, and then what is the other skill that I'm using?
And that's going to be the question really for
Can I
you.
use Deception?
Sure.
And that's another 3 for my Deception. So I'm currently sitting at 9.
Okay.
All right, then
That's pretty decent.
And I think I'm going to spend, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to spend a Karma
Go for it.
All right.
to add that 10th one in there just to pad it out a little bit.
So that is, and just remember, you're looking for 4 successes.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm getting all the dices.
The Deeces.
All the dices. So let's see here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only got 4, but I got 4. Out of
That's what
all,
we needed.
I got a 10, an 8, and a 7. So I did get 4.
Okay.
If that will suffice. I could re-roll, but I really don't want to take the chance of losing the 4.
All right. You managed to make your way through and lead the rest of your group past a patrol of guards.
I talked to them and I'm like, I flash my merchant badge. And I'm like, hey, I'm Fujishita Kyou and of the Kyou merchants and more. And I have a shipment that's caught on the other side of the Gulf, and I have to get me and my workers onto the ship so we can go.
One of them will, of course, ask, "What district are you, or what province are you trying to get to?"
Do I need to be secretive about that?
That really depends. It might also help.
I mean, I am deceiving, but
Might also help to know which ship you need to get on.
do I know that yet?
Well, you're trying to get to the Bridge of Battle, Bridge to Battle province.
I'm trying to get to the bridge to battle province.
They point at one ship and they're like, that's the ship you need to go on.
I appreciate your help. Thank you. All of these are with me, and I just wave through a bunch of people, and
Okay. They basically
I give them a coin.
Where do you want it, boss? And I'm holding nothing.
they just kind of nod.
Thank you for your time, and I tuck a coin in their palm.
Yeah. They're like this. Yeah. Good
They
luck.
didn't think you were doing anything wrong. Now they
They do
kind
now.
of do.
I'm also 13, so I look older, but they're probably just like dumb kid.
Okay.
Hopefully, I succeeded.
doing-
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to make sure that my tattoos stay hidden while under the eyes of the
Smart.
Empire soldiers.
And since we're apparently greasing palms, I reach into my pockets and I put in the guard's hand just, like an acorn or something.
They just
And I say nothing.
look at you and nod, or just like, okay.
For
Sure,
the
thanks.
future.
Gifts. Gifts for
That's
our,
pretty good. You could get a whole tree out of that.
Gifts for our friends. Yeah. Can't even buy
That's
an
an
acorn with
investment,
the
my
corn I
friend.
give you.
That's going to pay off in dividends.
That said, as your ship is out at sea, it comes under torrential rains and storms. So at this point, the ship is being tossed about, and it becomes necessary for the team to kind of hunker down, get everybody safe. So what are y'all going to do? Who's going to take this test? It is a moderate test, so it will only take 2 to pass it.
My dad is part of the government, the governing body. Do
Of
I
water?
have the? Well, do I have? No, he's part of the government. So do I know the secrets of weather control to stop the rain?
No.
There's also can people repeat?
No, it's once
Yeah,
once
so you
per
can't help us anyway,
character.
Papin. You already did it. You
Wow.
encouraged us.
So
You've
who,
encouraged us. Now shut up.
so who do we have left? Who has not gone yet?
Sammy?
I like to
We've
think
got-
I'm a hardy little anchor of a small person.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just
you
to
may-
keep our stuff from rolling around and things like that, I'd
Yeah.
like to start tying things down. And if anybody looks a little sway-y, like they're not going to keep their balance, I tie them down using my amazing strength to make nice tight knots and my survival skills.
All right. So go ahead and make your test. So it's going to be survival, and then what else do you think you're going to use?
Would fortitude? I forgot that strength isn't a stat
Yeah.
on here, is it? Would
No.
fortitude make sense?
Fortitude would make sense.
How's
You're
your-
trying to, use your
Hunker
hardy
down.
strength to keep everybody together.
Hearty strength.
Okay.
How's your might?
Maybe.
It's the same as my fortitude. 3. 3 and 3. So I got
Nice.
5 in my
You're
hand.
pretty stout. My might is a 0.
I told you. I'm the tough cookie.
I'm Amazonian and I still.
Let's see. What you said the difficulty was 3?
It is actually only 2 on this one.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you for the karma point, Greg. We appreciate.
If we botch this, I think it's going to be really funny. Let's see.
Depends on who goes overboard.
10, 8,
I float well.
9. 10s count as 2? Or 10s
Yeah.
as 1?
10s count as 2.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6. 6 successes.
Awesome. All right. With your help overall,
Iration.
the team keeps it together. Thanks to Ranto. There are moments where people are either afraid or people are like, "No, we need to do this," and you kind of take lead, and everybody listens to you, and you keep your team secure on this portion of the trip. But the ship does eventually have to beach itself. It is much too difficult in the sea right now, and so in the end, for the safety of the crew, the ship, everybody, it ends up on the beach. But you do believe that you are in the Bridge to Battle province. At this point, it's going to be a matter of traveling. And this is where I'm going to ask a question to our players. This is a section where you can either proceed onwards to the city that you're trying to travel to, which is Heimanmu, or I will also mention that this is the area where the Virtuous Body Gardeners, this is their district. This is their province.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, have you gone yet?
I'm not. I'm the last one.
You're the last one. You can also try and seek out your members of your clan.
Ooh.
I mean, if you mention that to us, we'll probably be like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. I mean, just don't be gone too long, you know. Or I guess we can go with you.
Yeah, we
If you
don't
want
have
us
to
to.
just wait.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all are okay with hanging out with the inks for a little bit, then
Aren't you supposed to, like, tattoo one of us anyway?
Yeah. Do you think you could, not you, because I don't think you're probably very experienced at tattooing yet, but do you think somebody who has done a lot of tattooing could maybe put, like, I don't know, a dog on my arm or my foot or
Your brothers
whatever?
aren't going to be cool with that.
I just thought it would be really cool to have a dog tattooed on me, but
I mean,
okay.
it's pretty BA. Gotta
first
be
of
honest.
all,
Yeah.
slightly offended that you don't think that I'm capable
You can
of
do
such a thing.
my tattoo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how many
Your art
tattoos
is
have you
great.
done?
Like
These?
4.
Are they all on other people or just you?
Practiced on a pig.
Your mom
Oh.
was real proud.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sent you.
It's
Sorry,
about
that
the
was
thing.
mean.
Thank you, Greg, for gifting 10
Ooh.
10 tier 1 subs to the community.
Thank you so
Nice,
much,
thank
Greg.
you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave my mom one.
Hey, when you give to the community, followers get them.
There we go.
About to say.
Nice. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. So that's 10 more subs, John.
That's 10 more subs. Everybody gets 2 more rerolls and 2 more key.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you so
Sweet.
much, Greg. We really do appreciate it.
I'm gonna write
So
that down.
yeah, we
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think it goes to the first 10 in the it goes to whoever's in chat that doesn't have one, and then it goes to I actually think it goes to like the first 10 that have interacted on chat before, because like Las Quagan is in there and Jonathan is in there and her mom and Aiden
Apparently.
is in there. Well, you did interact with the show one time. I think you followed from the account that you created for your mom that one night.
Yeah, I was sitting down in like an Outback Steakhouse or something.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you do what you do, but yeah, it'll grant them to followers. So thank you so much. That is awesome. That helps us out a huge amount. Matt will just be so excited when he hears about that. So thank you.
Good.
So, that said, though, what do you think you're going to do for Takumi?
well, I feel like reaching out to the Virtuous Body Gardeners sounds like a great way to prep us before going into the city. Because if this is their province, they probably know stuff about it.
Well, that said, I'm going to set the book aside because we are essentially in the area that we need to be in. So, this area, what you understand of the village for the Virtuous Body Gardeners is that the legend states that it is hidden. It is a hidden village in a, I believe the technical term is to be in a bamboo forest of endless depth. Now, that said, this the countryside here is beautiful. Yeah, there are a lot of small copses of bamboo forests, plains, even the beaches. Everything here looks like it's almost untouched by the war. And so, but that's, again, that said, there are copses of bamboo, coves and everything else all over the place. I want to know what test you want to do to try and figure out where you should be.
Let's see.
So it's kind of, I will say it's almost like a riddle to say that it is a bamboo forest of endless depth.
A bamboo forest of endless depth. Well, that could either mean a really big bamboo forest, or the endless depths part could be like a reference to a lake or something like that. I'm not the brightest of the bunch.
Well, yeah. Can we roll for an idea?
Well, this is a part still of the travel. And so you got to pick 2 skills that you think you could go for.
What
How's your
if
intuition?
what if I used
Perception, I think, would work overall.
yeah.
Travel is always usable in travel scenarios.
I should have used that. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And then
Could I use crafts? Let me flesh this one out. Could I use
Okay.
crafts to rig together with either some rope or some vines, kind of like the scene in Mulan where she has to climb up to the top of that pillar and she uses that sash in order to help her get her way up? could I use that with like some rope or something like that and find either a large clump of bamboo that I could do something similar with, or a tree that's tall enough so I could get myself up high enough to kind of get where maybe an endless depth of bamboo would be relative to where we are, and pick that as the direction?
I will allow it, but I am going to say it's going to be a hard test, meaning that you're going to need 3 or higher.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. And
Since
ah,
since I didn't use my performance bonus, um, Takumi, do you want to use it for this?
Oh yeah,
Sure. That'll put me at 8.
nice. That's pretty good. Do you want to use a karma? We are back at 5.
Sure. Why not? It's a hidden city. It's probably
Yeah,
really
use them
hard
or
to
lose
find.
them, right?
Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Woo-hoo.
all right. With 4 successes, you are successful. And as climb to the top of this group of bamboo that are tightly clustered and very tall, you are looking around at all the different areas, and there's a certain serenity to everything you're seeing. It looks like, different portions of almost an ocean, just the wind blowing through the fields and also hitting the trees in a certain way. So you get lost in the moment a little, but you're looking around at all these different copses, and as you're looking, you see some sway that is near a hillside or a series of hills, and as they sway, you see a lake in the middle of that. It's off in the distance, but you see a lake in the middle of the bamboo, and as you're sitting there, you're thinking to yourself, a lake, endless bamboo forest and endless depth. A bamboo forest and endless depth. And it takes you a moment, but eventually you're like, oh, a bamboo forest reflected in a lake would be one of endless depth.
Mm-hmm.
So you climb back down and tell, of course, the rest of your compatriots. And we'll go from there.
Alrighty.
Sammy is more clever than Takumi.
I mean, yeah, you did figure it out. I was like,
Uh,
I don't know, a lake doesn't have endless depth unless it's a really big freaking lake.
See, I thought we just had to dig underground.
Yeah, that's kind of
underground
what
city.
I make
Yeah.
money by lying to people and selling things. That's my character doesn't know what it is.
I don't have any stats and knowledge.
no, neither do I. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
I do. I'm just not riddle knowledge.
I have 1 pip.
All right. You travel across this prairie to that grouping of bamboo, pushing it aside. I mean, it is fairly thick. Sprouts have pushed their way up in various areas, and it takes you a while. You're having to wedge your body through it, and it is almost exhausting by the time you make it into the lake. But there you are, standing on the edge of this shore. The lake is probably about 50, 60 feet across with boulders and everything else, and it has a beautiful clarity to it. And you see the reflection of all the bamboo around, but you don't really see a village. So
You don't think that it's in the water, do you?
I'll stick my head in the water with my eyes open and see if I can
Good
see
call.
it.
you look under, and it appears that the lake descends quite a bit, maybe 40 feet.
Dang.
It seems to slope, and at about 20 feet, you see this drop off.
Wow.
You you think you might see you're not certain, it might be light, Or maybe it's something. Maybe it's something playing tricks with your eyes from the sun or the sky. But maybe there's something down there.
I'll bring my head back up above water and go, okay. Are all of y'all good swimmers?
I
Yeah.
mean, my athletics is poo poo, but I can float,
I think the trick here is to actually sink.
swim.
Hang on,
Well,
I'll
I
get
can
you a
sink.
rock.
I can sink really well.
Okay.
Somebody better pull me into somewhere with airs.
I too can sink very well. It's whether I survive the sinking that's a different question.
Think we can help you out.
Okay. So you all, do you swim out to the middle of the lake and then try to go down, or what are y'all going to do?
So
You're to
there's
figure that out.
so we're ninjas. So and there's a lot of bamboo around.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to take some bamboo shoots to so we can breathe out of it under the water so we can plot a course while we're under there.
I'm going to say that's actually a good idea that I had not thought of. So
we only need like 40 feet tall sticks of bamboo.
I'm going to reward the team with
We
a
got 'em.
karma point for that. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, we're still gonna die because we can't suck air in that far. I guess it's I guess it's fiction, so anything can happen. It happens in anime.
mean,
it happens here.
Let us get down
Yeah.
a good bit.
Wait, so
Yeah, and then
I would like to hear this plan one more time.
so we take some bamboo shoots and use them as breathing tubes for
Like a
air
snorkel.
when we get out into the middle. Yeah, we get out into the middle of the lake. That way we can go down a little bit and still breathe while looking and seeing where we need to go.
So
And then once we figure out where we need to go, we just go.
I have a little bit of reality that we can inject to this that would be all poo-poo on this plan.
Oh yeah.
Do we want to hear it or no?
Poo
Oh,
on the plan.
No, we're in a
Bamboo is not-
fantasy ninja
yeah.
world with ninja magic.
All right then. Then
Yeah, I know.
forget my reality.
I know. Though I was
Not
there too.
hollow, allows air through. Yeah, but
Allows water through. Yeah.
yeah.
You can cut the bamboo. Like I've whittled and worked with bamboo. You can get a length so if we need to swim around and come up for air. We probably cannot take a 40-foot shoot of bamboo with us for breathing purposes, but we can make a little snorkel.
I was never thinking it'd be a super long. You've seen
Aw.
the ninja movies where they have the things that they breathe out
The
of.
straws, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my biggest issue is that bamboo usually grows in hollow segments that are enclosed segments, and so you would need to find a way to perforate each and every single one of them for a continuous flow of air from one end to the other.
Well, I wasn't thinking we bring super long ones. I'm just thinking we
just-
get it to where we can go under and breathe while we scout under the water in the
I
middle
see.
of the
Okay.
water.
Sure.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let's just say that we do that real fast, because I mean, if we can roll for it.
Oh yeah.
Also, can't we
So if we're-
cut it up and then make holes and you MacGyver it together? Aren't you a very crafty person?
Chat
I'm not sure we would.
Chat has brought up once again our pre-show discussion topic of the documentary Naruto Shippuden. There was a jutsu that could help breathing underwater using chakra.
How educational.
I hate you, King Nerd
Unfortunately
Lord.
for us, we don't have that.
And I can't find my whittled bamboo.
But I do know I have
Fail.
seen people take
I think I
other
have a-
pieces of bamboo that were smaller than the piece that they were carving stuff through so that they could channel water through it by taking a smaller piece and then ramming it into the larger piece in order to break through those perforations and whatnot. That may take a lot longer than what any of us children are paid for.
Well, why doesn't the person who can swim the best and hold their breath the longest
I, I was about
scout?
to say, Ranto's just about to go start swimming around in the water and dunking her head down.
Whoa! Sorry, y'all.
She comes back up.
Did you find anything? What'd you see?
I don't know. Did I?
What'd you see down there?
So I have a general
Water.
idea of where I saw
Water.
the lights or whatever, and could I just dive down there and see if it actually is something before everybody tries and kills themselves doing this?
Sure.
That's probably
Okay.
the best.
So could I use speed and like fortitude to hold my breath?
Sounds great.
That actually
Okay.
sounds really good.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a really good swimmer.
You push yourself. You swim down, and you start to feel the pressure build up in your ears at about 10, 15 feet. And the light doesn't seem to be getting any brighter, but when you hit about 25 feet, you start to realize there has to be an artificial light source down there. And you think you see the outline of a cave. You're pretty sure that this definitely fits with the ideas of the Virtuous Body Gardeners, that to push yourself to physical limits to where you are feeling pain and to hide your a village in such a way really does make sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So could I possibly tie a rope off to like a sunken branch or something like that that's down there, and then go back up to the surface holding the other end of the rope, just as a guiding point for the others?
I will say this. I'll let your group have a sunken tree or branch for 2 karma.
Ooh.
Well, that leaves us with 2
I'm
left.
I'm willing to make that offer. I like
Yeah.
Faustian deals.
Okay. Done.
All right.
Kerma spent.
You find a log, and yes, you could easily tie off a rope, and that would. I'm going to go ahead and say that I'll make it a moderate test for anybody to climb down. Essentially climb down to get to the even with that cave.
King Nerdlord granted us a karma. Thank you, thank you.
Woo!
So we're back up to 3.
All right.
What would the skills be?
Oh, in this situation,
I used speed and fortitude to get to where I was.
speed and fortitude would work. Athletics would work. And I would say might and survival would work. Any combination of those would really be a way to do this.
All right. I'm going to use athletics and speed.
All right.
That is
How's
2
my dog
successes.
gonna do this?
What was that?
2 successes.
How's Camu gonna do it?
Doggy paddle.
It's up to you whether or not you want Kamu to come with you.
Maybe if you
Well, we'll
get
just
an extra success, it will allow you to bring Camu.
we'll see.
Very deep dive for a dog.
I might leave him up here. He'll
That
be okay on his own,
makes sense.
I think.
So,
But Steven, you got 2 successes?
Yeah.
Cool.
all right. Everyone go ahead and make the test, and I'll describe to you what y'all see.
What was the sorry, what was the thing? I was doing channel stuff.
You're looking at a test to swim or pull yourself down to the level where there appears to be a cave, and then swim across to it.
So what
It's gonna
skills
be-
though I'm asking?
Moderate test. I was allowing any combination, which will of course decide.
Survival?
Survival would be good.
Travel?
Travel I would allow.
Oh.
Speed would be good. Fortitude would be good, and what was the other one? Athletics would be good.
Athletics.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I have a 1 in fortitude and survival. I have none in athletics and speed, but I have a 3 in travel.
Okay.
So let's see. I guess I will do. Ooh, what about knowledge? Can I fake some knowledge?
Tell me how you would apply knowledge to this, and I'll let it.
Like, I know, okay, I have sufficient knowledge to know how to hold my breath and stay in, like, other people's slipstreams so I can swim faster. And I know I, like, take off my kimono so I'm more aerodynamic.
He's naked.
I'm not naked, I just don't have my kimono on. I have other clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still wearing his jorts.
I have a
Yeah,
shirt on.
if he's only wearing his kimono, he's like super free balling it at that point.
All the time. All the time.
I've always said that about Kyou.
Cash money.
All right. Now, I'll also say this: if you want to try and figure out a way to work with another player, you can use the travel, and the other player can also give a skill.
That was my other things. Like, I have a pretty beefy athletics. Could I assist somebody who thought they needed it?
There we go.
Well, see, if you use your athletics, I can use my travel,
Okay.
and then I won't take off my kimono. I'll be completely clothed
Yeah.
There we go.
in the land of tattoos.
So you roll your dice, and
So I am only rolling 3, right?
you're rolling 3. Ronto will
Do we
roll
want to
theirs.
use a Do we want to use a karma?
I've got 4, if you think that helps make
Okay,
up for anything.
that's fine. We'll do it
Just so we
this
can
way and
hold
see
on
what
to what we got.
happens. Ooh, I'm using my reroll.
I would also like to use a reroll.
Please
boy.
do.
You have 4.
Oh boy.
Now remember,
my
together, y'all this need to make 2. So,
Okay, well I have 1 now. I didn't have any before.
Okay.
I have 1.
Okay.
How we doing,
let me-
Ronto?
Give me 1 second. Okay, that's much better. I have a 6 now.
6 total?
6, yeah, because I rolled. Well, I have 4 die,
Uh-huh.
and I rolled 3 10s.
Holy monks! Yeah,
So
yeah, we got there
I
first.
I torpedo you. I grab onto,
Woo!
Wow.
I grab you, and I just.
Chet, you're
Ra-
actually impressed. I'm going to say
Da-da.
you're impressed.
Ranto turned into a depth charge.
My head is like a shark's fin.
I didn't realize
I'm
they
gonna need a
added.
fish.
I didn't realize they added water combat to this patch.
It's here.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Dude, all girls are part fish. Now
I
you
watched
know.
a documentary on that actually.
Yeah.
My head is like a shark's fin.
Well, that said, who has not gone yet? I believe we still need to get Chet, and we need to get... Or no, Chet, you went first, didn't you?
Yeah.
Chet and Takumi
Yeah.
have gone.
Guy
Guy.
needs to go.
I went the most first.
Guy must go. You
Yeah,
went the most
last
first.
one
Or
is
you can
me.
just hang out with Camu. You just hang out with the dog
I
if you want.
honestly think I might. Either that or I would spend a little bit of extra time to makeshift a somewhat workable helmet to get down there because my physical skills are beyond terrible.
Could
And
I go back up to help him down?
Okay.
Knowing that about my friend?
I will say this, because I also know this about your character. You have waterproof cases for your scrolls.
oh yeah, forgot about that.
So I would let you use one of those to try and make a makeshift receptacle out of somehow. So
But would
that
it be large enough for a head?
No,
Or at
it'd
least
just
something
be
to
like a
breathe
little
out of.
air canister.
Which would let you use crafts if you have anything in that.
So you mean like a one-time use reserve of oxygen?
Yes.
I was hoping that I could figure out some way to do that, but it just wasn't working in my head logistically. But yeah, if that scroll case would work, then I would definitely like to take that opportunity.
Okay,
You
so
you take
crafts.
one of the bamboo shoots, one of the bags. You blow into the bag so that the air that you had in you is in there for later.
It's carbon monoxide, bruh.
It's endless air.
So the major
Yeah.
so there's still plenty of O2 in the breath that
Yeah, it's-
you exhale.
Okay,
So
Yeah,
good.
we only
it's-
take in 10% of the air that we
That's
breathe.
not what my science classes taught me in the 4th grade. They just said it was carbon monoxide or carbon
Look, it's-
dioxide, not monoxide.
yeah.
But
And so
what do you want to use for the other skill outside of crafts?
knowledge just to in order to kind of test it to make sure that it stays waterproof and there's no air leakages and whatnot.
All right,
So.
let's go ahead and go with that then.
All right then. So crafts and then knowledge. Guy is determined to science his way through this.
I feel bad for leaving our resident shrimpy behind. I didn't even think about it.
I
go
got
back.
2 successes.
That gets you there.
Nice.
That is
There you
all you
go.
needed.
I do like narratively how it was so easy for me to get to this place and how everybody else is struggling to get there.
I
I like the
struggled.
narrative
Did
of
you
it.
see my roll?
Your first roll or your second roll?
My second roll, which is the only one that counted.
Uh-huh.
She literally jumped in the water, pressed her legs against the wall of the lake, and just shot straight there.
And then Kyou went, "Ugh."
Yeah, I went, woo! Blah, 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 blah.
Your legs look like Luffy when he goes into second gear.
Oh
It-
no.
Her,
I haven't watched One Piece.
Oh,
uh,
it's like a
Kyou
ball of his
essentially.
leg.
Oh man, yeah. Ranto essentially looked like Aquaman when he was chasing the sub at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Nice.
Just a stream of bubbles instead of legs.
Nice.
And I got real shredded real fast.
Breaking
Yeah.
the sound barrier underwater.
You all proceed
best time to
following that
fart.
light into a cave. And as you emerge, it appears to go deeper, and there are lighted sconces on the wall. A few statues, ancient in origin. You're not even certain if they are. They really don't look like something that is a part of the artistry of the Izo Empire. Line the shore of this location. But as you are there, there is an older gentleman who, simply seeing all of you come in, nods and says, "Welcome. Welcome to the Hidden Village." He just looks at all of you.
Hi. Sorry if I spoiled the hiding spot or anything. I'm new.
No, we just didn't expect anyone. I am
I
Cayenne
just
Way.
shake like a dog.
Cayenne Way. Like Cayenne, like the car?
That's probably the closest I can get to for it.
That's fine. I was
Yeah.
I was being dumb.
But yeah. So it's if you're actually wanting to spell it, it's Kayannwei.
Kaynwei. Okay.
Well, come along. It's quite a swim for ones as young as you. I take it you're all initiates. Initiates.
We're those two.
Yeah.
We only have one set of those here.
Yeah, I'm new to the.
We're not. I mean, not for this clan.
I'm new to the inks, and I'll show him the tattoo on the back of
Do
my
they call
neck.
themselves Inks?
It's one of their nicknames.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because I was like, man, if he just like started doing that and then
Yeah, they're
he
also
says that to him, they're like, excuse me.
the Inks is their nickname, but they're also sometimes called the Sumi clan. Well,
Either that or the VBG.
come. We will. Let's go ahead and get you all
That
cleaned
would
up.
be BG.
Um,
You know me.
As a new arrival, I'm guessing that Sumirika will, of course, want to speak with you. And starts leading you into the caves. Sammy, your character would know that Sumirika is known as the Horikaze, which is the leader of your clan.
Oh boy. How do we spell her name?
Are you all right there?
So it's Sumi space Rika. And the Horikaze is Horikaze.
Sumi. Rika. Horikaze.
Well, that was what I expected.
That was a fun sound.
Looks
was
like
The final drinking of a gourd.
looks like
That's
it's
Guy.
looks
Don't
like it's
blame
surprised
me.
Guy too.
That's the sound of guy jumping into the lake. Boop.
Guy
That's
taking
a
off his
bubble
water
coming up out
apparatus
of
and
it.
just going bloop.
Oh no.
And Kamu going.
He has drowned.
And Kamu
Hey-
just kirks
Hey,
his head.
guy. Hey, guy, you gonna finish that bag?
No.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Chet, what's wrong with your voice?
What are you asking him?
If it's done with his airbag. Keep up.
You got any of the good air?
Did the compression mess with your lungs?
I am dead.
Oh, well, guys.
You proceed through the caves, though, and
John's reining it in, y'all.
the tunnel that you're in opens up into an area that down here is a village the size of Danketsu. A lot of the building materials look like they've been brought down, but some of it also looks like it's been here as long as the statues at the entrance. Heaven knows really how old this village truly is.
This is so cool.
Various buildings seem to be, like I said, stonework. Some of it is made of bamboo and wood, but everything still has a roof down here. And it kind of stretches out before you, and you descend down to the streets. Walking through, though, everyone here, obviously, is a member of the Virtuous Body Gardeners. And as you're going through, I'm also going to bring something up for our players that maybe more so than anyone else, Guy, you would be aware of. And that is long ago when this district or this province was first named. It was a major launching ground for the war during the War of the Withered Fangs, which is why it was called the Bridge to Battle. Now, part of this, though, is that there was a disagreement between your clan, the Living Chronicles,
No.
Mhm.
Virtue. Oh, yeah.
for Guy, the Living Chronicles, and a young woman who was known as Sumi. Sumi defended and led her followers to protect the people of this province during the war.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the leader, like the high leader locally for the Chronicles, said no, that it was a waste of manpower. So this is going to possibly remind both of you of this breach, because eventually what happened was Sumi, in front of the entire clans, all of the clans gathered together in Danketsu, basically said, I am no longer Living Chronicles. I am now, we are the Sumi clan, and they became the Virtuous Body Gardeners.
Interesting. Oh.
And so, yeah, giving a little bit of lore to you, because I think that this is definitely a situation that would apply for your character with this.
You said that all happened in something with the withered fangs?
The War of the Withered Fangs
Okay.
was when this district was named, but it was more closely during the formation of the Lotus Coalition
Okay.
that the Virtuous Body Gardeners came into existence. They are the youngest clan of ninjas.
Yeah, we're like the rebellious teens of the clans.
Interesting. Well, no, that's what the Enlightened are. They're the rebellion. They're the rebels, but yeah, you guys are the rebellious teens of the
Yeah,
coalition.
well, yeah.
And
Yeah, I can.
this would also definitely play into the realization that the name that has been given for who you are to meet with Sumi
Be
Rika.
her.
Yes.
Because that hasn't been that long ago, right? Like,
No, this has been within the last 10 years.
Yeah. interesting.
So, that said, I think this is a good point for us to take a quick break
Already?
and stretch our legs and get something to drink. Everybody be sure to hydrate. And yeah, we will see y'all back here in 10 minutes for the
Yep,
continuation.
there will be a countdown. We'll see y'all in 10.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, and welcome back. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again. We are continuing our story for Growing Shadows. So, when last our group left, they all had traveled to the Bridge to Battle province, where they are intending to continue a mission, but on their way, they've decided to stop into the hidden village for the Virtuous Body Gardeners. With the help of Takumi, they managed to locate it. The kind of riddle or puzzle to it was that it was said to be in a forest of endless depth. They discovered that the hidden village was in fact in a lake where the bamboo was reflected, giving it the appearance of endless depth for a forest. So, proceeding downwards into the water with a little bit of help from a rope that was secured, they made their way into a cave where they ran into a man by the name of Kien Wei. Kien informs them and welcomes them and informs them that they are in this village, and they proceed into this tunnel that opens up into a large cavern with a village within the size of Danketsu. The main difference, of course, being the everyone within this village is a member of the Virtuous Body Gardeners. Of course, there is the echoing sounds that are common with the cave, as well as just the smells that you would associate with this. There's not the stale air smell per se, but there is a certain dampness to it. Many of the buildings here look like they could be ancient, as if this was once a village for something else. And there are also newer structures made up of bamboo and wood and other materials that have been brought down, but do not appear to have been ruined by the depths of water coming down here, which of course leads one to wonder how they got here in the first place. But the team is escorted through. Occasionally, individuals will stop and watch your procession, but altogether, not much happens, and Kien Wei takes you to a small building and motions for everyone and says there are private rooms inside for everyone to go and freshen up and make yourself presentable. All new arrivals are expected to meet with Sumirika, the Horikaze for the Virtuous Body Gardeners.
Are we just expected to put dry clothes on?
That's really up to your character, to be
'Cause
honest.
I don't know if we have dry clothes after what we just did.
Yeah. Do you... excuse me.
Yes?
Do you have any way to perhaps, I don't know, do you have maybe some what are a jutsu or something that could help us be dry again? You know,
Oh.
prestidigitation or something?
I am
mean-
so sorry. He turns, he kind of looks around and notices that many of you
dryer.
don't have waterproof backpacks or anything else, or
Just a bunch of soggy
We
children.
just look like, yeah, we look like wet waifs.
I am so
Also-
sorry. One moment, I'll have someone bring close to you all.
Worst field trip ever.
Yeah. This is the last time we hang out with your people, Takumi.
This wasn't exactly a planned stop.
You
He
guys, that
Well, we
felt
also
pretty
didn't know it was
impressive.
down here.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem.
He returns moments later and distributes fresh clothes to everyone. It's fairly simple and nondescript, but he's like, this should suffice for you. We'll see what we can do about replacing your bags. Yeah. He just kind
We
of
could've-
nods and leaves.
We could have left our bags with Camu,
But we
didn't really
say that.
Yeah, we did say
Yeah,
that.
we didn't say it. So,
Oops.
thankfully, money's waterproof. Say as I jingle my coin purse.
So are my rocks and acorns and teeth.
So as
We're set to barter.
potential recap for all of us,
Mm-hmm.
was it common knowledge among us all about what's tattooed on my back currently?
Everybody.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Everybody in the group knows that the pages somehow transferred from the book to your back.
Do we know that? Okay, cool.
That was because somebody else noticed them, didn't they?
Didn't we
I-
get to
It
take a
was
look?
his teacher. It was somebody in the onsen.
It was brought up at some point.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't remember if that was common knowledge at this point yet, or if that was something that we would need to have be a reveal. But yeah.
That might be a reveal at this point because they know about your tattoos, but anything specific, I had forgotten. They didn't know what happened to the pages. They just knew that they disappeared when
They
you were
went
reading
blank, yeah. And Kyou is going to step off to a side room to change clothes.
I guess Ranto technically should do that as well, because
You're
I'm
not
the
one
only
of the
girl in
boys.
the group.
Yeah.
Kyou is very self-conscious.
And
Then
yeah,
here's
yeah. Go ahead.
Then here's another question. Then, does Guy realize that the pages are tattooed on his back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because somebody did see that. Like
Your
somebody
ma-
was like, "What
yeah.
is on your back?" And
It was when you went to the onsen with everyone
and
that
yeah,
they
and
realized.
the older guy was like, "What is this? Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
And
It's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
it's all coming back to me now." Ah.
Which kind of brings up an interesting point. Would you have finished the book?
Oh,
Yeah.
I definitely would have wanted to keep on
So is he covered
reading
in the
more
book?
in
Yeah.
order to try and see if more of it would transfer onto my body
Yeah.
and to kind of investigate more by cause and effect. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Your clan had given you permission to go ahead and translate it. And so I know there was your physical record as well of what was in the book. And as you read it, it was transferring onto your skin. So if you, however much you read in those months, if you read the entire book, it is now on you.
Whoa.
Get it off! Get it off!
in months, probably I would have been able to read the entire thing. So
Okay.
I would imagine, yeah, all of it's on me now.
It is, and I'll say this to you, all the other players, you don't know this. Our watchers can know this, but unless you want me to keep this private.
We can all
I-
mute. We can all mute you except for Toan. Oh,
Yeah?
I can't, but
Well, we
Yeah.
can deafen ourselves.
there you go. Yeah, deafen
Yep.
yourselves. I can't. If I deafen me,
Yeah, it's up to you. Do you want this common knowledge or do you want this personal knowledge?
Let's have it so that the audience can hear it,
Okay.
so they can be in on it as well.
So if everybody else at the table wants to take off their headsets just for a moment, I'll
Or
motion
mute
at
or
it.
deafen
or
themselves. Yeah.
deafen
Or
yourselves.
deafen yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's the honor system, y'all.
Wave your arms when you want us to come back.
Okay.
Will do.
I see. Headset off. Headset off. And Papin, is your headset off? Okay.
He's not responding, so yeah.
Yeah, Sammy.
All right. So,
Justine. Nope. Okay.
all right.
And I'll take mine off.
Yeah.
Wait, you're in the room.
I'm
with
in the
me,
room
so I
with
can
you,
hear
so-
you anyway.
But what you end up translating is a history according to the land of seed and blossom. It is written. It is written in their language, and it is transferred to your body. It is the history of the gods of within the land of seed and blossom, and specifically the creation of all the clans of ninja that reside there.
Fascinating.
And so, yeah, that is. You have their history somehow is transferred to you, and we can deal with that away from the game at some point.
Sure.
But now
Sounds
you know. Okay?
good.
All right. All right, Sammy, look up. Hi, there you go.
Come back. Come back.
I am back.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I started to take my headphones off so I wouldn't hear, but then John's like 2 feet away from me, so I would have heard anyway. So I would have had to leave the room, and then people would see that I'm wearing shorts, and that's unprofessional. So
Yeah. Steven, you there now?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, there we go. All right. So you all, I tell you at this point, nobody else is going to be doing any other actions besides just getting dressed to go meet.
yeah, like I said, I step off to a side room and I get dressed.
All right. When you all come back out, Kayanwei says, well, if you are ready, we can continue. He,
Okay.
what's up?
I just said okay.
He nods and leads you back through town further into a larger kind of, definitely looks like an official building, Chet. It's old. Not as old as the statues and some of the buildings you've seen, but it is still been here fairly long. But you enter, and it looks like there is food prepared. And there is seating for the 5 of you along the table. And coming down from a dais is a woman. And she has what I would describe perhaps as a insane build. Between near zero body fat, sculpted arms, crisscrossed with scars and ink, white hair, and a look of serenity on her face. And she comes down and sits on what almost looks like a bed of nails, except that it is more a bed of daggers.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And
That's like
yeah.
just super extra.
She comes down, sits at the table, crossing her legs, placing all of her weight on it, and motions for you all to join. Please, you must all be hungry.
I
Guy
checked
is
my
going to
spot.
check his seats. Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Spot for
are all of
Our
our
needles.
are all of our places cushions, or do I have to flex here?
There are, if you look, they're all cushions. If you pull the cushions up, there are no spikes under them.
Dang it.
I was kind of excited actually, but okay.
Kyou is like, oh, no.
I
Heavy.
feel as part of
Heavy,
just my
no.
training, I had to do some of that, so I could do that.
That's
Are you
probably
saying that out
true.
loud?
No, but I'm thinking it. Maybe like maybe I'm muttering it a little bit, not realizing I'm saying it out loud.
So,
In reality, part of my training as part of joining this clan probably had something to do with a similar.
oh yes.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with it. Okay.
Please eat. And they have food, and I hope you don't mind if I ask you a few questions while we eat. So, what exactly brings you here? Seeing that, and she looks at each one of you, several different clans represented. I take it you're on some sort of mission.
Yeah, actually.
Interesting. Well, it's a long way to come, and of course, obviously, you had to come by sea. You didn't actually try to go across the Serpent's province, did you?
We took a boat.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. But all things considered, why are you here? What brings you specifically to the Bridge to Battle province?
Well,
All right, so just so I remember as a player, we were told that this is like a secret mission, right?
Not
Like
necessarily.
we're not supposed to just
You're on-
be
Well-
telling people.
we are, being that I'm the talky one, for for whatever dumb reason. I chose that to be a thing. I'm just gonna say we are on a mission from the Lotus Coalition.
Okay. Well, I had figured, looking at the group of you.
Well, I don't mean to. I'm not saying that you couldn't figure that out, but we're really not entirely sure. Although weren't the teachers supposed to come with us? Were
No,
they not? They're
no,
not?
this is
Oh, okay.
your first
thought they were
mission
gonna come to one.
entirely by
Okay.
yourself.
Back in character.
Yeah.
There's. I can't. Let me see. I have all my options written out, but I can't remember exactly what we were looking to do.
Searching for a traitor or locating these people who had met with.
Okay. We are looking. Honestly, we are looking for someone named Igarashi Juro.
Her eyes narrow when you say this name. I'm familiar with this name. I think most people here would be.
In a negative way, we really didn't have a whole lot of information.
He's the governor of the province.
Oh, well.
More specifically, his seat of power resides in Heimanmu.
That's where we're headed. We were told it would be dangerous, but that's
Indeed.
really about it. But yeah, we have another goal beyond this, but this is where we are now. And once we got here, and Takumi let us know that this was where your village was, we wanted to accompany him here.
It's a very dangerous mission. Are you
For
here?
a bunch of kids, am I right? Breaking the tension.
I would agree with that, but I also understand with the loss of the Serpent Clan within the coalition right this moment, sometimes we don't have much choice.
Yeah, from what Sensei told us, the coalition spread pretty thin.
Which would lead me to believe that you're here on a mission related to that. Are you here, then, looking for an ally? And I don't mean necessarily me. I mean, are you here seeking an alliance with him on behalf of the Lowest Coalition?
I don't think necessarily him. We were thinking maybe the people that weren't being treated very well.
In his minds.
Interesting. This brings up quite a bit of issue. This is our district. This is our province. You understand that he is responsible for a great deal of suffering here. But how you proceed from this moment forward could cause even more suffering.
Do you have advice for us?
Well, right this moment, I'm not even certain I'm going to let you leave this cave.
Oh,
I would
well,
really hate if that was the case.
You actually don't get to decide that.
Chet, shut up.
No, I will not be held here.
You think you have a choice?
We are on a mission.
I have a mission that I've been given, and I will see it through, whether you approve or not.
If you didn't know, he's not ninja.
Oh, I remember.
Oh,
The
you were
room
there.
was dark. The room was dark, but I was there.
Then
Oh,
you
no.
understand. We don't want any trouble. We came here for a friend. We don't wish to stay.
I understand, but right this moment, I need to understand why exactly I should even let you leave.
Why wouldn't you?
Because something that we believe is that it's our duty to help this district, this province, and the people here gain their freedom. Anything else is selfishness.
Well, that's kind of what we had in mind.
Yeah, why? I don't think you understand what we wish to do. We don't wish to make an ally of the director of the labor camp or the governor of the province.
But at the same time,
Are you benefiting and profiting from the labor camp?
no.
Then
But
why do you
when
have an
you-
issue?
If he is removed from power, you need to understand this. Just south of here, and this is perhaps something I should have told you from the beginning. Just south, along the border, into the Serpent's province, is perhaps the largest portion of the army for the Ezo Empire. Led itself by Izo Kano, the Emperor's own son and general of the army. If things aren't done perfectly, whatever it is you're thinking about doing, that entire army could turn around and march this way.
I presume that would be a risk no matter who was doing this mission.
The timing is bad. I will agree with that.
The circumstances could be better.
I am uncomfortable with the energy we have here in the studio today.
Look, we brought some negative vibes in.
Yeah, we're not here to. Like I said, we're not here to cause problems. We can't let you keep us here, though.
So, just so that way I am understanding this, and Guy as well, they're worried that if we were to disrupt these mines, that would create a power vacuum for someone else, even worse, to take over and possibly do even more damage.
or
And
if
more harm?
if we ended up causing
A
a
ruckus.
resistance or a revolt or something like that
The army
amongst
would just quell
the
it.
slaves or whatnot, they'd send the army up there to quell it.
Okay, and that would be an escalation.
It
Yes.
just means more people die.
Do
or
I
the
know
wrong
how
plan gets
long?
pinned.
It has to be something more than that. I'm going to put... If you're going to do this, the place has to be shut down entirely. Because otherwise that army marches in, kills whoever's there, and the entire thing just starts over again.
You mean if we
You mean
mess with mines, we'd have to do a full sweep,
We'd have to destroy
evacuate,
the
take
mines?
over,
Or the
get
people would
everyone
have
we
to be
can
gone.
out.
all of the workers, you mean by people?
Yes.
Do you know, are there loyalists amongst the miners?
What do you mean by loyalists?
Are there any? Is there anyone there that is there of their own free will?
Not really.
Not really is not a no.
No one is there truly of their own free will. Many...
Have some.
everyone is there with their arms bound. Some of them have their families held captive nearby. Many of the people, there is a village just on the outskirts. If I were to describe the town, it is mainly a small village, now overseen by the elderly. Their children and their young adults taken and marched into a nearby fortress where they work and slave, bringing out iron and coal, working kilns until death. It's a fortress nearby. Now, at the same time, it is only a single garrison there, because when he marched through, Izo Kano took a large portion of the forces that were here. He thus kept enough to make sure that the place stays running.
If we liberated that town first, would it be? Do you think it would be easier to affect the mine? And how many people are we talking about in this mine?
few hundred.
Good God.
So, what if we don't do anything as drastic? What if we did something as simple as prove that what's his face? The guy in charge. I'm sorry, I'm
Igarashi
terrible with
Jiro.
names.
Igarashi
Was it
Jiro.
Igarashi.
Igarashi? What if we just helped prove that Igarashi isn't fit to be in charge? And put somebody that is aligned with the coalition
In charge.
prop him up in his place.
That could work.
Do you know anybody in Igarashi's circle that might already be a tool of the
Not
coalition?
necessarily, but with the right evidence or the right anything, anyone could be. It would mean somebody needs to go there and seek out that evidence, that whatever, to get them to side with us, to side with the coalition.
Well, I mean,
I'm just thinking if we did something like that, then we would have essentially a double agent with the Empire's backing that could slowly change things in the city. Make it better for everybody.
but this does leave the mine in operation, correct?
It would leave the mine in operation, but they could at the very least make it better for them. And it wouldn't cause a huge power vacuum or an uprising or something like that. It would be it happened overnight kind of a thing.
But the people would still be enslaved.
It could be disbanded over time with the right person in charge.
Yeah,
With
this
the
may
I
be
don't-
something we can't change it quickly. I don't think we can change it quickly because
Not
if it's
without
too drastic of a change, the
starting
army will
another
just
war.
show up.
But the Empire isn't just going to let their free labor go away no matter who we put in charge there.
Then we
No,
Nor are
but
they probably going to stand for just anybody they don't approve of being put in charge.
But they're not going to want to stop their current war and go and deal with this, is my opinion. They're not going to
Oh.
want to turn around and reinstate someone. If there's already someone that can take it, and if that person becomes an agent of the coalition, who's to say that they don't find legitimate work or start paying people and not enslave them anymore, but tells
And
the
having-
Empire that they are still enslaved? We're working with a lot of hypotheticals. We don't know even who we can find yet.
What
This
if
is
we
true.
get a person and disguise them as Igarashi and then bump Igarashi and put the fake Igarashi on there? And then but the fake Igarashi is like with the coalition.
Do you know,
Someone else that looks
Can-
exactly like Igarashi
can I-
within this district.
can I spend a
disguise.
karma to have the Master Disguiser character show up? Can I spend something?
I would say that for them to
There-
be there, it would be 3 karma.
We don't
Well,
have three
so
karma.
here's a thought. Can we possibly reduce that amount? Because one of my two styles that I picked on character creation was Master of Spies, Gatherer, which allows me to kind of use a fledgling information gathering network to, gather possible snippets of information, possibly even someone that may approximate the look of Igarashi, and thus would be easier to disguise up to look like Igarashi.
I don't know
I
if
would let that
that's-
go with 1 karma.
I don't know if that satisfies our mission by bringing in another character that's already associated with the coalition.
I mean,
Well,
isn't our mission like in
It's to
actuality
find
to
an
like
ally.
it's to isn't there somebody poisoning people
Yeah.
in the resistance
the-
and we're trying to find out who's doing
Oh,
it?
is that what it is?
That
Yes.
yes, there's the poisoner. The question is who betrayed the
Oh, okay.
People's Coalition. So you're seeking out people that you know were at that meeting.
Okay,
And
and Igarashi Jiro was one of them.
one of them. And the idea is one of them is the poisoner. And if they're not the poisoner, the question is to get them to join the People's Rebellion. Or whoever's in charge joining the People's
Okay,
Rebellion.
so we need to investigate Igarashi Jiro anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I
So,
mean, I guess the
we
question
need
is
to
at
get
that point,
close.
can Igarashi be swayed?
Maybe.
I mean, that's our mission is to find out.
Okay.
So
I'm
Like,
going to say
that's-
one of you probably in this situation is going to
we
need
got
to,
we got a karma from Jessica. Thank
Ah.
you.
you're going to need to make
Yeah.
a test along the lines of persuasion.
Is this a group test or just a one-person test?
It could be a team test if somebody wants to provide persuasion and another
Can
person
I
provides
still
something.
use my persuade to convince to let someone or to let us into a restricted area?
Yes, this would definitely be this
Okay,
situation
so
because
that gives me 4 to persuade.
and who does anybody want to team up on this trying to do
What
this
would be
convincing?
the other? What would be the other?
So
perform, intuition.
I have 3 in
Could-
intuition.
Empathy?
could I as the ink of the group, because I'm assuming this is all to persuade Sumi.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, as the ink of the group, use my +1 to empathy to read a person's mood or motivation to kind of help along Kyo's persuasion in a way that will help convince Sumi that what we're trying to do isn't necessarily destabilize the entire province, but investigate in terms of our own mission, but also try to leave the province better than we found it.
Okay. What skill are you going to try and use for that?
It would be empathy in
right.
order to use this.
Yeah, you go with empathy, and Kyou will go with persuade.
Alrighty. I'm gonna spend a karma
All right.
Okay.
because I want a 5 die. I rolled 3 9s and a 7, so that's.
I
four
rolled
for
a
me.
0 and an 8, so that's 3
Oh
successes
wait,
for
I'm
me.
sorry. 3 successes for me. That's a 1, not a 7.
So 6 total.
You might actually have the making of a real plan here.
We do? I mean, yeah, we do.
All right. You have my permission then.
I think
Chet-
I speak
Chet
for Chet and
mutters under his breath
yeah.
to the side, not like we needed it.
yeah, Kyou
I just like
Kyo
jam my
has-
bony little elbow in your side.
Kyou
Thank
has
you.
issues with being told that we have permission. I mean, just because you're the leader of a clan doesn't mean you can tell us what to do. Whatever.
She's sitting on knives.
That's
Hashtag
fine.
not my
s-
clan.
I don't. I
That
don't
means all we have to do is push down on her and then we win.
She probably
realize
gets
that-
stronger when you do that.
Is that a
you-
T-shirt we
you-
need? Hashtag not my clan, or is that?
Oh
Just
gosh.
Is
You
that
obviously
unfortunate
don't know
next
how
time?
the VGB works.
No, I don't.
He barely
read
knows
that
how the
part of the
enlightened
book.
work.
Why don't we see about something really quick? Chet, why don't you spar with me?
Oh, he will.
Oh no.
Oh, you win.
Okay.
You win for it now.
Kyo fluffs a cushion and lays down because we're gonna be here for a while.
I'm
Food.
literally.
Tell me what do I have to gain from this fight?
Oh. You have changed a bit. I had heard. I knew that you were training with the monk. I was wondering if he'd managed to wrangle in some of that spirit.
Wow, guys, she is just picking at him. This isn't gonna. They're gonna fight. There's gonna be a fight.
I'm melting in my cushion as far down as I can go, so I can like practically hide under the
He-
table. I'm so embarrassed.
He has shown me that it is better to put your energy towards important things.
Like what?
Like beating up my
stopping the
clan
war.
leader?
Takumi, she's trying to bait him. She's seeing if he'll
So-
accept or refuse.
I repeat, what do I have to gain from sparring with you?
Seeing how strong you actually are.
I know how strong I am. I don't know how strong you are.
Clever answer. Very well. And she stands up, and I think that we have our answer then. Kainwei will show you the way out when you are prepared. I wish you the best of luck with your mission. I will ask only one thing. Whoever ends up in charge of the village, please let one of our associates know so we can start working with them, see what we can do about ensuring justice and safety for the people of this district.
If we're gonna try to install a new person in power, do you have anybody lined up that you would recommend?
Not really. I think I'm going to leave that in your seat.
Is there somebody in the city that we can contact to relay that information to you?
Not really. I don't keep anybody there. Like I said, the village itself is now the elderly, which, by the way, you're all going to stick out like sore thumbs when you get there.
Perfect.
You're going to do best to go in stealthily.
We're little.
Noted.
I'm little.
She is.
The guy's little too.
I am.
He is.
Good luck. And she turns and leaves.
I'm going to make a point to stand up and bow because I feel terribly embarrassed about this whole thing.
I'm grabbing dumplings and I'm sticking them in my pockets for later.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my coat to do a cool cape turn and leave.
Where are you going?
He doesn't even know how he got into this building.
Exiting the room.
What do you?
You
what
walk
do you
out the
mean?
door
Like,
opposite
she-
direction from her?
Well, we're headed like we're leaving,
He's
right?
I mean, we're
Yeah,
still
he's-
having
he's-
dinner.
Or
I'm feeling
are
my
we
pocket.
just gonna hang out?
She left you all
Well-
there.
Yeah.
And there's still
I
food
mean-
on the table, I'm assuming.
Yes, there is.
Then let's eat.
Let's eat.
But, at the same time, are you? Is that what
mean,
Chet's going to
yeah,
do? Is
Chet
Chet
can
going to
walk
stand up
out.
and walk out?
He's gonna stand up and walk out and go to the entrance. and
The
just wait.
doorway that you came through to get in?
He's
I
probably
mean,
gonna
that's
retrace our
the one-
steps, yeah.
Okay.
Back to where we got in.
Yeah.
I call after Chet. I'm like, do you want me to save you some dumplings?
I'm not hungry.
They got cheese puffs.
Oh, something's wrong, guys. He said he's not
As
hungry.
he's passing
that's
through
a
the
little worrying.
doorway, as he's passing through the doorway to the room where we're having this meal, and he's having this fabulous coat turn, can I pull a shuriken out of one of my tattoos and chuck it at the corner of his coat so that it sticks to the door frame as he tries to leave?
Oh,
It's cocky.
called shot.
All right.
Crab rangoons.
If that is really what you're going to do,
Yes.
all right. This is going to be a contested test, unless Chet doesn't contest it.
I mean, I would. I don't want to get pinned to a door like a scrub.
All right.
This is
So-
like Mean Girls, but with
I
ninjas.
don't want no scrubs.
Yep. All right. So, I'm not going to take y'all deep into combat, but we'll go ahead and say, Takumi. Let's see. I believe that the tattoo of the shuriken, when it goes in, that's when the key cost is done. So you're not having to do a key. I don't believe you're having to do a test right now. I believe that is already that the moment that you place it in the tattoo, that's when it's done. Correct?
You're the game
this
master
is-
boss.
This is the first time that I've ever done this, so I'm not sure.
All right. Well, what is the name of the power?
It
Spiritual
is.
weapon.
A little bit of window dressing. Guy is, guys know the Michael Jackson eating popcorn gif.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he's doing with.
That's guy with rice right now. A big bowl of rice.
Man,
On Wednesdays,
fried
we wear
rice.
black.
Yeah, yeah, that's what your brother said in chat.
So what?
name of the
What is the way of? So
Dang it,
it'll
what
be a
I
way
want-
of, and
I
then it'll
want
be
fried
a
rice
basic
now.
jutsu.
I know.
Somebody want to go get teppanyaki after
Fried
this?
rice does sound really good. Oh,
Crap. Now I'm gonna have to order it, John. Thanks.
I'm
Let me see
okay.
if I
Okay.
can find a place that'll deliver it this hour.
Let me
It's
see.
way of the ink skin.
Way of the ink skin. Okay. So, way of the ink skin, and let's see. Immaculate Shadow, ink skin. And this would be which one?
I believe it's withdraw weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to need to go ahead and make a Yang plus fighting to draw
Make
it.
a yang.
Oh, actually, yeah, there it is at the very end. This jutsu must be used reflexively and suffers no penalty to drawing and attacking on the same action. Okay.
Does our
So you're still going to have to spend a key, and you're using Yang and fighting.
use your extra key since you have it.
Yep.
Use your key.
So,
Yeah.
remind me, is my base yang 2 or 4 now? I
It's
can't
going to be
remember.
the base of 2 still. If that's
It's a
what your
base of 2.
standard Yang is, it's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have extra key that you can spend so you don't burn your actual your native key.
Oh, I see. So I
And
believe.
so, yeah, it's going to be 2 plus your fighting skill.
Yep.
What's your
Which is
fighting at?
3,
3, so that's 5 total.
and then a key would make it 6.
The key is used for activating the jutsu. It's not giving you a bonus.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Do you want to use a karma? We have 3.
Do you want to use
No,
our karma on this
yeah,
petty squabble?
No, this is personal.
Oh, I forgot what we were
I'll-
doing. Sorry.
yeah,
I
no.
was just thinking.
Yeah, for karma, everyone has to agree, and I don't.
Unless
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 you
it's for
both
you to
get one.
deflect.
Unless you both get one, right?
All right.
Okay,
So what you?
I have a result.
And your result?
4 successes.
There we go. All right. So you pull the weapon, and now you need to make your throwing, which will be marksman, and then what are you going to use with it?
Perception.
All right.
Actually, no. Because this is a quick draw, I'll do speed instead.
All right. Marksman plus speed. And then we'll get to how you're going to defend for Chet.
That's a wonderful noise.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, we just got 500. We got
Got it.
karma.
Oh, we got some more karma?
We got karma.
Nice.
4 successes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, David.
4 successes? All right. So, with that, Chet, how are you going to defend against this?
Let's see. I'm thinking. Perception and speed to see the shuriken coming and try to just get out of the way,
All right.
or at least whip that part of my coat away so it doesn't hit.
Sounds good. All right.
I guess not necessarily see it coming, but hear it coming.
No problem.
All right. How many succeeds did you get for throwing it?
4.
4.
Okay.
So you need to meter beat.
I am gonna re-roll. All right, that's 4.
All right, there we go. The shuriken slams into the wall near you, but does not catch your cloak as it goes by.
I did it. I successfully walked out a door.
You know, some games it's hard.
Yes, actually.
So-
Guys, stop. Jeez.
And
I
then
once
a
had
little
difficulty-
notification.
Kyo is gonna shove food in his face and go out after Chet.
A little notification pops up in the corner of Takumi's vision that just says Chet will remember this.
God dang it.
All right, so you run out after Chet. I guess everybody else is going to stay in there and eat.
No, I said I was gonna.
I'll
I
eat
was gonna
my
leave.
fill.
Yeah, you leave. Is anyone else leaving? Are y'all going to do a scene with you and Chet, or?
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I'll stay and eat a little bit more.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, I was just gonna talk to him since he's obviously upset.
Okay.
I was gonna keep
I
on
mean,
eating.
unless
at
you're
a-
not obviously upset. But I figured
was
when
gonna
you
s-
heel turn.
Yeah. I don't
Or
think
heel
I can
spot.
really help the situation, so I'll stay.
Okay. Are y'all two just going to talk it out, or are we going to go ahead and end the scene here?
Talk it out.
I don't know. Do you want to talk it out?
I mean, we
Or are you
can.
just going to walk together?
I don't know.
silently?
I'm just gonna walk. I'll walk in silence with him. If he wants to say something, he can. But right now, I'm just. Takumi, right?
Camaraderie.
He's not. He's not going to. He's just. He's making his way.
Breathe.
I
He's
go-
gonna wave
I
at
go
the
Make his
rest
way
of the
downtown?
group.
As I go out there, I pull the shuriken from the thing and I toss it lazily back at Takumi. And if you
I
make
believe
me
it
roll,
turns back
Yeah.
into a tattoo as I catch it in my hand.
sweet. I give a very pointed and disappointed look.
All right. A little while later, as everyone has finished eating, Kai and Wei will gather everyone up and show
Come,
you
children.
all out. He'll basically be like, so, prepared for your journey, I understand. I took the time to go ahead and get these for you. And he provides everyone with a oiled leather bag that is essentially waterproof.
Sweet.
I immediately start taking the dumplings out of my pockets and putting them in the bag because I didn't really think about the fact that we were going to be swimming through water again.
Yeah, did they give us
Doggy
waterproof
bread.
bags?
Yeah, that's essentially what he
Nice.
gave
Then
you.
yeah. So yeah. I have a little pouch of fried rice that I tuck away, or onigiri or something that I.
A
So
rice
mine are just butt naked dumplings, fresh to the
Those
air,
are my
dump in the
favorites.
bag.
Are they America's butt naked dumplings?
No.
And does America run on them?
This
Look.
one does.
I do.
I just want to say I wish you all the best of luck. I was listening in a little. I think what you're doing is really good.
How are you with governing provinces?
Me? No. Goodness, no.
Are you
Unfortunately.
sure you're not looking for a promotion?
Oh, no. No, unfortunately.
How about disguises?
Well, I employ them ever so often because, well, I'm somewhat wanted in the district.
Yeah, probably not the best choice then.
But if you're under disguise, then maybe it's a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the
Mm.
big ruse, huh?
We'll keep looking. He doesn't seem interested.
No, I
He just eavesdrops, I hear.
I do a lot of writing. But anyway,
Are you but you're a virtuous body gardener? I thought the
yes,
writing ones were the living chronicles.
we came from them.
Oh, you were one.
Well, technically. I'm a follower of Sumi, yes. But anyway, no,
Interesting.
yeah. That's a whole lot of history there.
Kyo just kind of looks at Guy.
Oh, are we all together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is he's seeing
Okay.
us off.
Yeah, we're prepping to leave basically.
And
Okay, got it. I
know
thought
if
we were still.
I don't know if I know that they were once them.
Well, he just explained.
you
it,
see-
so.
Yeah, you see Guy nodding emphatically. Yep, he's right. It was a whole thing. I don't know much about it, other than what I read in books.
Well, you have to understand that we're very. It's kind of a weird thing. I guess you're not going to find another province like ours.
I hope not.
Well,
I don't know if I
Underwater.
want to find this one again.
we don't consider ourselves its ever. We've never been its rulers. We consider ourselves one with the people here. And so even if the Lotus Coalition one day succeeds, we don't plan on ruling. We just want to keep the people safe here. That's our ultimate dream.
By the people, do you also mean the child laborers down in the camp?
It's not exactly been an easy job. And we're small and we're young.
So
Are we.
Point taken.
Kyou dives into the water. Somebody help me swim.
All right.
Someone push me.
All right.
My point was made. I turned my back and I leave.
And I'm actually going to put it to the group. Do y'all want to go ahead and sneak into town? I mean, how would y'all like to go about this? Or do y'all want to go ahead and pause here and leave it for the next game?
Ooh.
I think this is a good.
This is probably a good stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we could get into all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I had the same feeling. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
something
that's-
inevitably is going to go wrong.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's get some key out or some experience points
Yeah.
for the episode.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use my
Yay.
experience.
Experience.
How many experience did we get last time? Did I write it down? I did. We
think
got 3.
So you're like the one who's been writing
Mhm.
everything
We
down.
got 3 last time, or I did.
All right, let me find
need a pencil.
experience. All right, experience. There it is, page 93. All right. Everybody gets 1 experience point because you played.
Yay!
Hooray!
We out here,
Participation.
y'all.
Who used character triggers this session?
I did. Well, I used gifts. I didn't
Yeah?
use any of my triggers.
Gifts do apply. No one else?
I know. I thought the.
Oh,
Oh, no,
and-
Toan
There we
could.
go. So you'll get 1. And then Sammy, you used 1?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you both get 1.
Even though I used mine twice.
Uh,
It was the same.
taking the spotlight. I'm gonna say everybody should get one of those because this was a travel episode largely, and everybody did a travel test.
I mean, I talked to people a lot.
I swam really good.
You did, yeah. My talking wouldn't have mattered if I'd have died in that lake.
Who feels like they had a memorable moment, like something that was clever, or I mean, I'm gonna say Chet, the bamboo. I still thought was a really good idea.
Thank you. At least someone did.
I thought
I
it was
would
clever. I was just thinking in terms of real life and people who put their mouths on the garden hoses and then dive into ponds and then they're like, because they can't get the air all the way up. I feel like I did something memorable, but it might have just been, me being
If you can't remember it,
proud
then
of
it wasn't.
myself.
So Chet, I'm gonna say 1 for you for the memorable moments. I'm trying to think. Chat out there
Yeah,
in
does
the
chat remember anything?
You know,
So
Chat, what do you
someone
remember?
someone is
You were there,
recommending that we
Chat.
all get 1 because this was
Because
a
it
fun
was
game.
fun. David, you
Aww.
sweetheart.
all right, so go ahead and
I'm
take
taking 1.
1.
David said I could have it. He's a
David
biologist.
said we could.
There you
All
go.
right.
And last but not least, what lesson do you feel y'all learned this episode?
Sumi Rika is kind of a B.
Yeah.
She thinks
You
she
mean
can be my mom.
BA?
I mean, she was BA, but then she was a BAB. She's
A bab?
HBIC.
Yep.
A
Now for
Bodaciously awesome babe.
Babe.
Yeah.
So, someone saying that that
dramatic
Chet's dramatic exit, yeah, was memorable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the lesson was obviously to
fair.
overcome your limits.
I think
But
Takumi
that's-
kind of intervening, and that was kind of memorable too.
That's
like
bro
them
Chet
having a little
bro.
spat.
That's Chet's bro. That's nominating Chet for his limitless talk.
Insider trading.
I kind of agree with it though. I
Yeah,
think
no, it's
Chet,
true.
Chet and Takumi kind of
was-
have
they were
like
the
their
stars
little
of this
spat, and then
episode.
Chet and Sumi Rika in their moment.
All right. Well, next episode, y'all are going in to.
Wait, do we get to talk about what we learned?
So
Yeah.
was
Oh,
that,
sorry.
Was
Yeah.
that 4 episode? Was that 4 XP?
For you, it is 4, and also for Takumi, it's 4.
And everybody else 4.
Everybody else got 3, and then lesson learned. Lesson learned is this a great way for people to wrap up the scene, and that'll give you 1 more.
Yeah.
I learned that we kind of came in with a plan that really only revolved around our own interest. And after talking to Sumi Rika, we were kind of sat down and made to learn that we needed to slow down and make sure we weren't causing damage just to get what we wanted out of it. So I think Ranto is not much of the plan maker herself, but as far as our missions go, I think I learned that we need to be a little bit more cautious with the steps that we take and realize that we're not just affecting our immediate circle.
That's a good lesson.
And that makes a lot of sense.
I'll take my point.
Kyou is just like Kyou is learning that that no one should ever send 13 to 15-year-olds to handle political
A huge
diplomacy.
politically based mission.
Yeah, politically charged missions, because we would never have known that. And what if we didn't come here? We
Very
would have
true.
not known that the you know, and it's like the Lotus Coalition gave us nothing to go on. And it's like, maybe they have nothing to go on. Maybe that's my lesson. The Lotus Coalition doesn't know anything.
Oh no.
Or
That's not
or
actually
they-
a bad lesson.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
taking my
or-
point.
Or they sent a whole bunch of 13 to 15 to 16-year-olds into a mission that they did know more about, and then elected not to tell us, and then elected to not mention the fact that the Virtuous Body Gardeners were even stationed in that.
I mean, we're just, again, I feel
Province.
like we're Harry Potter being manipulated by a creepy old man in an office.
That really likes our mom.
mean,
oh
like-
no, wait, that was the other
Wrong,
guy.
Wait,
wrong creepy
stop.
old man.
Our mission, our actual mission is information gathering. So they
You're not, yeah.
decidedly don't have that information. That's why we're here.
Mhm.
True. Yeah, I mean, they might not have known that the army was right below us.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I think for all the benefits of the travel montage style, it does kind of change the scale of this empire. I mean, this is when you think of the provinces as states, in America, that's what we're really dealing with as far as scale goes. So there's no internet, there's no communication. It's kind of hard for them to really know what's going on the other side of the nation.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I did. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
As far as the lesson that I learned today was that it doesn't matter that we've been accepted into clans and that we have been entrusted on going on solo missions. The higher ups in the Lotus Coalition still don't respect us.
I mean, we're
treat us like
13 to
they're-
15-year-olds.
I mean,
they
but
did send us on this mission. Gosh dang it.
if that was the case, then they shouldn't give us the mission.
Yeah. It's an interesting.
It's also a show about kids, so
Yeah, and it's
that's
I mean, honestly, I'm not yanking from Naruto here, but the reality is that Naruto is about
Tugging gently.
13-year-olds going off on horribly dangerous missions
Yeah.
that they have no information on.
Yeah. So here
Yeah.
we are. No,
So,
I think
well,
it'll be good.
all
Well,
all I'm saying with that point is that I wouldn't see the fact that we're children as a viable excuse because they are entrusting us with these things.
True.
Yeah.
So yes, we are children, but we're also trained ninja.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we
but
are.
even though they've placed this trust in us, there seems to be many people in top positions who don't actually respect us.
Yeah.
That's essentially the lesson that Chet learned today.
all of our subscriber benefits all goes away at the end of this show, right?
Yeah, it is correct. And it starts next.
Starts fresh every week.
Yep. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back with another episode,
And that
I
will
believe.
be, I believe, the weekend before Halloween or the Thursday before Halloween. We had planned a spooky thing, but I don't think it's going to happen this time. Now it's just going to be spooky political intrigue.
Ooh,
Stay
ghost
tuned for that.
politics.
Well,
The worst kind.
I'll say this. It will be... It really depends on how y'all approach the mission. I do put a lot of freedom in my players' hands, but I expect this is going to be espionage and sneaking, and yeah, there's going to be some information gathering. But never
Just going
forget,
guns blazing.
if I put it in your hands. It might be my story, but you're the ones making the actions.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that's a great place to pause for the evening, guys and gals and folks of the internet. Thank you so much for coming and watching us
Yes,
tonight.
thank you. If you're new in our chat, I see a couple new names. If you're new in chat and not a bot, please say hi. We love to know that you're real.
And if I make a butt naked dumpling shirt,
Y'all
you
need to
have
buy
to
it.
buy it.
Yeah. Check out there is on the slides that have been running through the episode. There is actually a link on our Twitch screen. You should be able to go down and in the block with our name and our bio for Quiett Gentleman, it should have a link right there for Growing Shadows merch. So go check that out, and we're rocking. Justine and I are wearing our Danketsu Dodgeball League shirts.
Do we get points for remembering to wear our merch?
I
We're
wish
the
I could
only
do that.
ones that have it, so we would just be getting all these.
Oh,
But I need
Tell
to
you
get,
what.
I didn't bring my merch.
Next episode, if you wear something that is ninja themed, and that includes those shirts, in any way, shape, or form,
Sweet. Thanks, David.
you will get an extra point of key at the start of game.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, John is just wearing an anime shirt
Yeah.
tonight. You
I'm
can't
wearing
even say
my
he's wearing
nice
a
little
Robotech shirt.
Robotech Veritech fighter shirt.
So, but anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. Keep an eye on
Absolutely.
the merch store. Keep an eye on all of our Twitter profiles. Sorry, John, I'm hijacking the hosting chair.
You're the producer. Produce.
So, but yeah, check out all of our Twitters and things like that. Quiett Gentleman on Twitter, Quiett Gentleman on Instagram. Keep following us here if you don't already. I believe everybody does, and I think thanks to Tentacle Greg, everybody that was in chat tonight, I believe got a tier 1 subscription. So use it. You're earning those channel points. So yeah. You're earning those channel points. Use them for our community goal. We would love to hit that. We are up to, it says we're up to 14,000 tonight, so that's pretty good. But yeah, you have to be on a PC to do that. Mobile apps are not yet, and they don't have the community channel goals enabled yet, so that's kind of a bummer. But thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. I need to get ready to run the credits. Tuesday we will be coming back. Oh, yep. What's up?
Don't forget to check out the Discord also.
Yeah, check out
Oh,
our
yeah.
Discord. Here, let me do a quick.
Thanks
I'm just
for
gonna
reminding me.
spam you all in the chat here with some chat commands. So !Discord will give you our Discord link. Please join us over there. There is a channel specifically for fans of the show called Shadow Lurkers. There's a lot of talk happening right now about Teenage Wow, I can't speak. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Pies, if anybody over the age of 30 remembers those. But then we also have, let's see, I sent out our Facebook. Join us there. That's actually the Quiett Gentleman Entertainment Facebook. There is a Growing Shadows group as well that I do not have a chat command for. And we also have a YouTube for Quiett Gentleman that has a playlist of all of these that will also link you to John's YouTube where these are usually posted. So thank you for being here. Tuesday we will be back with Tomes of Isolation. We will be doing Vampire the Masquerade, The Night Road, which is an interactive novel. And our friend Matt, the eponymous Quiett Gentleman himself, will be in the chair for that one. And next Thursday we'll be back with Illuminated Page. So we thank you all for joining us tonight. Does anybody have anything they want to shout out before we leave? Personal stuff, where they can find you somewhere else?
I'm on Twitter.
She's on Twitter. She draws. She does all of our merch. She's going to do us some butt naked dumplings soon. So, but yeah. Anybody else? I know. We're all on. Me, John, Justine, and Toan are all on Twitter. But the other two do not. They're on the Facebooks, but they don't want you to talk to them there either. So just talk to us here.
And for more,
I'm a recluse.
Get into the Discord. Chat with them there. They're all in there.
and for more general information,
that's
go
where
to
I'll be.
passionerdly.com.
Yeah, passionerdly.com is another place where you can find some information about this show. Anything else that John's doing, there might be some other Ninja Crusade stuff in the works. But we thank you all, and we appreciate you being with us tonight. And we'll see you Tuesday, Thursday, or in 2 weeks.
You got it. Night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Ready for this?